Hello, and welcome to Talk This Way. I'm your host, Marcia Martin. In today's episode, we are continuing our path through my course on communication mastery by diving into a subject that touches us all: how to get through difficult times and come out stronger on the other side. This episode is entitled, Getting Through the Hard Times. We all experience moments of loss, pain, and setbacks. But what separates those who thrive from those who struggle is how we respond to these challenges. Today, I'll be sharing my personal story of losing everything: millions of dollars, my home, my business, and even the tragic loss of my beautiful stepson. These were moments of deep pain for me, but they were also opportunities for profound transformation. In this episode, we'll explore how to find the light in the darkest moments, how to stay connected to your foundation of well-being, and how to reinvent yourself when life forces you to start over. You'll learn the mindset shifts and practices that help me stay resilient and rebuild my life, and you'll discover how to apply these lessons to your own challenges. So if you've ever felt lost, betrayed, or stuck in difficult circumstances, this conversation is for you. Let's get started. In 2008, I lost everything, which a lot of people do. I lost millions of dollars. I lost a beautiful home in Aspen. I lost all my savings. I lost all my money. I lost my company. And I had investors that had given me $1.5 million of their money, and they lost all of that. Now, I'm telling you this because probably the only thing different from me or you when you go through something like this is I'm trained to see the gift. And I'm trained to observe the process and find my path to the light. I don't get sucked into, it's not like I don't feel emotions, you guys, and it's not like I don't feel sorry for myself, and it's not like I don't complain to my friends, and it's not like I don't cry myself to sleep at night. It's not like I don't do all of those things. I just do all of those things and observe myself and have a commitment that this is something that needed to happen and an understanding of life in order for me to do my job. That's the only difference if there is one. But I want you to know I've been there. I built myself up. Everything was going fabulous. I was living in a beautiful home on the golf course in Aspen that had push-button blinds and beautiful tile floors and wood floors and gorgeous Italian everything. It was a $3 million home that I found and I leased, and it was fabulous. And then the owner decided to sell it after I'd been there for about 3.5 years. And I got another house that I liked and forgot to ask if it had internet. Like, really? Is this a question that comes up in your mind when you go to rent a house? Of course not. You live in Canada and the United States, right? That's what I thought too. However, I was in Aspen in the mountains, between two of the mountains, up a beautiful river. It was fabulous and gorgeous, that had no cable. And my whole business was done online with Skype with a speed I needed at least 15, and I found out my direct TV speed was 0.005. And it all went to shit again. I couldn't coach my Australian people because the time zone was such that the only place I could get any internet was at the bar and the cafe in the middle of town. So the old men that had nothing to do except drink beer during the day, and me, hung out by the pool table while I did in my little booth my work, only I could only have the people that were on my time zone, so I lost most all my clients. And I'd just gone through a very ugly divorce. I'd lost my favorite stepson to suicide. I want you to get this. So, I decided to go on the road. And I've been on the road for the last 3 years. Reinventing, rebuilding, learning, deciding, where am I going, who am I, lost, confused, and taking one step at a time and doing my work. I never stop doing my work. I consult, I train, I teach, I coach, I raise people up, I bring them across the bridge, I show them how to see, I remind them that it's their choice, and I keep moving. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because I want you to know in the last 3 years, I've had so much joy. My favorite clients, my favorite people, my tribe. I've started a new organization in Europe. There's 40 transformational leaders in Europe from 17 countries. They are so in love with each other. I got 10 or 12 messages this morning. Rock it, Marcia! They're so lucky they get to be with you. This is fabulous. Because they thought I might be nervous. You know, it's all happening. And I want you to know at the same time, during this time, I had my heart broken. I was betrayed by a really close friend. I was homeless, essentially. When I was in Kitchener, I rented a bedroom, remember? In somebody's house, me and my 3 cats. They go everywhere with me. And I'd lost everything I owned. And I remember Ross's husband, Wayne, who's another one of my partners and has been in this program for so many years. 2 things I remember with him. The first was he said, Marcia, just give yourself your own seminar in the mirror and it'll all work out. Okay. And the other thing he said, we were giving a relationship seminar one time. There was about 100 people in the room. I was teaching them how to have successful relationships while I was going through a really horrendous divorce. So obviously I sucked at relationships. And every break I would come back and I would go back to the back room where we have, you know, the coffee and everything. And I would go, wait, I'm such a fraud. I can't believe it. Oh, you don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm telling them about relationships. My relationships suck. I'm terrible at this. I don't know what I'm doing. And he said, I know. he said, it's an enigma. You suck at relationships, but you can teach anybody else how to have a great one. He says, now just dry your eyes. Okay, comb your hair. Okay, go back out there. Okay. So I want you to know that I go through it too. I don't know how many of you have had a son die. I spent the day before he took his life, the whole day with Colin. He was 16. He loved me so much. He wanted to live with me and my husband, but his mother wouldn't let him. He had a really bad day. And then he just hung himself in his closet. And he was gone. I'm telling you this because I want you to know I know pain. I know loss. I know loneliness. I know what it's like sleeping alone when you want someone to hold you. But there's something bigger going on. And literally over the last 3 years, I thought to myself, okay, I'm just going to give myself my seminar in the mirror. I'm just going to try out all the shit and see if it works. No, the truth of it is, I do this on a daily basis. It's who I am. I have a particular point of view and a particular perspective and particular rituals, and I see life in a particular way. I hold different kinds of understandings. But this time, it's beyond what I thought it could be. And that's what I'm bringing to this world, to this seminar this weekend. I'm going to share with you what I've learned. I'm going to share with you that there's nothing except well-being and resistance. The foundation of who you are is a foundation of well-being with your attachment, your connection to a higher power and source. It's who you are. It's your birthright. And most of us have just forgotten, and we become disconnected. And we don't know how to reconnect. And I'm going to teach you how to reconnect. Some of you are totally connected. Then what you do in this seminar is you watch me. Watch me transform. Watch me communicate. Watch me enroll. Watch me speak. Watch me listen. For others, take it and run with it. Try it on. See if it works. The thing I'm going to ask all of you is to be willing. Be willing for something to be so that you didn't know was so, or that you forgot. And the reason I ask you to be willing is because human beings are prone to needing to be right. They want to look good and they want to know the answer. And if you've been living your life a particular way for as long as you have to get the results that you do, for you to find that something else could be possible and it's going on and it's a little different mechanism than you thought, is going to make you terribly wrong. So I say, so what? Suck it up. And let's get on to creating something that is extraordinary.
Thanks for listening to Talk This Way. If you enjoyed the episode, follow the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. And for access to training, courses, and other ways to learn from Marcia, visit marciamartin.com. That's MARCIA.